Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. A week or so ago, I gave you some lectures on how jinns appear in the snake form, and those who appeared in the snake form, some of them were companions of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that other companions saw, or students of companion called tabi'een saw, and those jinns were buried, and some jinns appeared in human form to talk to the companions or other humans. We have talked about that in great detail. Today I want to talk about one more jinn companion and his story with Umar bin Abdul Aziz. For those of you who do not know who Umar bin Abdul Aziz is, Umar bin Abdul Aziz is a very famous tabi'i, means the student of Sahaba. He was from Banu Umayyah. He ruled for 2.5 years approximately, and he ruled so justly that during his rule, people said it reminded them of the times of Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu anhu. Anyway, the story goes like this, which Imam Bayhaqi narrates, and also Imam Suyuti in Luqtul Marjan fi Ahkam al-Jan under Hadith 145, narrates this from Abu Muammar Ansari radiyallahu anhu. He said that Umar bin Abdul Aziz one day was traveling in an open land and was going towards Mecca. There he found a dead snake. So he said, "It is must for me to bury the snake." So he picked up that snake, he dug a hole, he wrapped the snake in a cloth and buried it. When he was done burying the snake, a voice came from somewhere, but he couldn't see anybody. And the voice said, "Ya Surruq." This was the name of that snake that he buried. "Ya Surruq, may Allah's mercy be on you. And I bear witness that I have heard Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said this to Surruq, that you will die in an open land, and one of the best men from my ummah will bury you." So Umar bin Abdul Aziz looked around, couldn't see anybody, so said, "Who are you? May Allah's mercy be on you. Can you tell me? Can you reveal yourself?" And the jinn replied, "May Allah's mercy be on you. I am a jinn. And the snake that you buried, his name is Surruq. In my knowledge, he and I were the only two companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam left. We had an honor of doing the bay'ah in the hands of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Surruq passed away, that leaves me the only one behind. And I remember I heard Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said it himself that, Ya Surruq, you will die in an open land, and one of the best person from my ummah will bury you." And this narration itself is a great indicator that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told about the future news not only to the human companions but also to the jinn companions. So this was one of the jinns that Umar bin Abdul Aziz buried, who had an honor of doing the bay'ah at the hand of the Prophet ﷺ, and he was a companion. And another jinn who was speaking to Umar bin Abdul Aziz that Umar bin Abdul Aziz did not see was also a companion of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Subhanallah, subhanallah, subhanallah. Just so that you know, we have already spoken about types of jinns. Some jinns can shift shapes. They can appear in different forms. And when they appear in different forms, some of them are limited to only appearing in one form. Like they can only take the form of a snake, or they can only take a form of a dog, or they can only take a form of a scorpio or a camel. They cannot change whoever they want to transform into. But then there are types of jinns who can transform, shapeshift into any form. Like we have looked into the stories of Iblis He appeared to Musa alayhi salam in one form. He appeared to some other people in other form. And in the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we also see that he came as a sheikh of a Najd, that is out, like up north from the mountains, when the people of Mecca were planning and plotting against the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is before he migrated to Medina. And the second time Iblis came to them came in the form of Suraqa ibn Malik. So Iblis has come in different forms, showing that he can shape-shift in different forms. And we have also heard about how Iblis at one point in time appeared as a boy in the earlier times after the passing away of Adam alayhi salam, or to the people of, or the children on the followers of Qabil. And there are many stories of Iblis coming in different shapes and forms. Exactly, angels can also do shape-shifting. They can appear in human form. Like Jibreel alayhi salam once came as a Dahya Kalbi, and Hassan radiallahu anhu mistook him for Dahya. Similarly, Aisha radiallahu anha also thought that he was one of the companions. And in other times, Jibreel alayhi salam came when Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sitting among the companions, and he appeared as a stranger that nobody has ever seen before. So angels can shapeshift like that and can appear in different forms. Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam came to Maryam alayhi salam, and we know about that in Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about it, and I've also given you very detailed account of that as well. Similarly, angel Jibreel alayhi salam, along with some other angels, came as guests to Ibrahim alayhi salam. And Ibrahim alayhi salam has met Jibreel alayhi salam in the past. But looks like at this point he appeared in a form that Ibrahim alayhi salam couldn't recognize that this was Jibreel alayhi salam. So angels can also do shapeshifts and can appear in different forms. And among the jinns, there are Muslim jinns and then there are kafir jinns. Like Abd ibn Humayd mentions that since Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about this in the Quran, that's why the Sahaba and the Tabi'een have done the tafsir of this ayah. كُنَّا طَرَائِقَ قِدَدًا. This is an ayah from Surah Jinn, that we were divided into different groups with different belief systems. That's what jinns are saying themselves. So Mujahid rahimahullah under this ayah says that jinns are mainly categorized as two types: those who are believers and those who are non-believers. And Qatada rahimahullah says that in this particular ayah's tafsir would be that jinns are divided into different religions, into different firaq, just like humans are divided into different ones. And Imam Ahmad in Nasikh wa Mansukh and Abu Shaykh in Kitab al-Uzma brings this from Suddi rahimahullah, that he says that even among the jinns you have those groups that are completely misled, like Marjia, Rawafid, Qadriya, just like we have it in humans. So inshallah we'll talk about this in more detail along with some other information next time. Till then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.